Coach, here we are, wrapping up a three-match homestand against Tarleton State. Let's go back last week a little bit, though, and talk about, two games against Abilene, one against Angelo. A game that, a couple points here and there, and it could have swung a different way.
Yeah, you hate to think that we can't shake it off, but that four-set loss against Abilene really took a lot of wind out of us, and I felt like we carried that into the first and the second set of the Angelo State match, and like we talked about with the team, that if you want to be considered one of the top teams in our league, like both of them are, then you have to go out and you have to find ways to beat them in those situations. And you always like your chance at home in a fifth set, especially because by the end of the match we had all of our fans there and they're chanting players' names and they're pounding the bleachers, and it couldn't have been a better environment. If I wanted to go five, if for nothing else, just to play more volleyball. And unfortunately, we couldn't hold on and finish that one off, and that hurt us a lot. And we just talked about how to get better, and for the first time all year, I saw some things in us that I didn't really like on Friday during the match, and we talked about it during the intermission, and we came out, and I thought we looked a lot better in the third set against Angelo, but we didn't have good enough footing in that situation, and we needed to do a better job of carrying out what we were trying to do. And so, I think if we learned anything from that first, those first two matches of the homestand, is that, regardless of how good the team is, one, we felt like we could beat them, and two, we realized the level that we have to play at in terms of consistency of, if we've got a certain spot in a certain rotation, then we got to keep scoring points. We've got to keep scoring points, and we can't make mistakes on our end that prevent us from scoring points, and that's kind of what it came down to.
That's now you've got Tarleton coming in here, team statistic-wise very close with you guys. They're coming in off of a huge win off of West Texas. What are you focusing on with the Texans?
Well, we were just looking at that as a big home match, and it was kind of funny because one of my students in class today, he asked me what our schedule was. I don't know. I said, I know we play Tarleton tonight. And, I think the whole team kind of has that mindset of, regardless of what happened last time and what's going to happen tomorrow, today's really all we're working on. And, with Tarleton, they're playing great. They won their last two. They beat Eastern New Mexico, and then they beat West Texas, and that's a great win for them. And so we really expect them to come in really fired up. And, I think even further than that, last year we beat them here in 5, and, I think they really kind of had a chip on their shoulder after that, and I think they've been looking forward to this match as well. And so we've got to understand that, they're going to come out with a lot of emotion, and they're going to come out playing well, and we just got to be ready for them. I think it's going to be very similar to the other two matches. I think we match up really well with Tarleton and then with us, and so it's just a matter of who can play their game better. And if we can come out and play our style and play Lion volleyball, I think we got a good shot, especially at home, of winning the match. If we come out and we let them do everything they want to do, then obviously we're not going to do very well. So we're really hoping to force them to play our style and to play our game and use our crowd and our home court advantage to our favor.
You've had road matches before, because after this we start a big road match, but this is one of the bigger ones, down to San Antonio and then down to Kingsville. What does a long road trip like this do for this team?
We watch a lot of movies, and I have to watch a lot of movies that I don't really care to watch, and so I think my pop culture enhances. But I think the thing with long road trips is it gives you time to kind of regroup. And last year, ironically, we had a slump about this same time. And we head down to San Antonio to play Incarnate Word and International. And, after that, we came out of that road trip, and I think we won 9 out of our next 11 matches. And we were playing the best volleyball we had played all year. And then injuries started piling up against us a little bit at that point. But, I think last year, we had the long road trip, and that really went a long way to getting us straight. And I think this particular group tends to handle road trips pretty well. And I enjoy it. It's just a time for all of us to be together and talk volleyball and talk about bad movies that they love. And they have yet to put in a good movie like She's Got Game or whatever that movie's called. Or no, She's the Man or something. I can't remember. It's so bad. But anyways, they're yet to put in a movie that they love and that's a terrible movie and convince me that it's good. So I think there's a bit of a competition going on with them picking bad movies and me being expected to like it. And I guess I'm just a tough film critic because I haven't liked any of them they put on yet.